How goes the family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully you guys having a great and exceptional day. Happy Juneteenth to all the friends and family and whatnot. It's a beautiful day. The weather is nice. Get out there, enjoy your life with your family. You know, even if it's just a walking around activity, go to a park. You know, something that doesn't really involve any money or a lot of money. You know what I mean? But nowadays everything does. Even using gas because of the prices are insane. But get out there, enjoy your life. Appreciate those who are in your family. Go from there. All right. Today's poem is going to be called R.I.P. Rest in Peace to the Cash Poor Generation. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you get something from it, all right? In 2022, it's very, very sad to see that the cash poor generations are returning to the extreme levels, extreme poverty levels like back in the 1950s. So this is why I am saying to them, R.I.P. Now, am I being funny? No, definitely not at all, because everything, and I mean everything, is all about the money. Hey, New Florida, hey, Georgia, I'm calling you out because I'm not trying to ignore you. But you are becoming the most expensive cities in the beautiful South, having so many freaking residents leaving in a large mass with no cash in hand, leaving wide open their bank accounts and mouth. Those used to be the states where New Yorkers, Washingtonians, New Jerseyans, etc. could run to. But now, family, now you all have to understand that you're in the process of having Saturdays and ending up looking very, very, very blue. Because cities like Atlanta, Miami, Tampa Bay, Orlando, Augusta have or are in the process of becoming gentrified. My, oh, my, these places sure don't look good tonight. Talk about more and more flight from states that used to look good on sight. Now, the cash poor working people will have to go to North or South Carolina. One thing that is very, very, very interesting, family, is that, to my surprise, is that this is happening to people who are not very, very organized. Like I said many, many, many years ago, you cannot, and I repeat, family, you cannot escape gentrification. As a millennial, we are the first adult generation that knows the possibility of being broke is even higher all across the United States nation. And look, family, I'm not trying to go all out of my way to be all out rude, but there has been an economic war taking place for years now, and it really puts me in a freaking mood, because we are living in the time where people are having to argue more and more over the price of gas and food. And most working people are losing because they act like they don't know what they can do. In today's world of 2022, here's what I propose. First, the single income era for working people is over and it's going to be exposed. So we are definitely living in a time where one needs to get chose, meaning picking the right spouse, picking the right person to build a house. To survive in today's world, one needs to live like ants or live like a mouse. Having connected and perfected colonies, communities, what you all out here are hearing from is the word unity. 8 to 10 paychecks is so much better than 1 to 2. This is what one has to do. Lots of people are not going to like this, but the concept of family has to be more, I repeat, has to be more than just having a last name. Because in 2022, the name of the game is having a family and a community plan. And to the fellas out here, if you're not about coming together, then I repeat, I do not know how you can call yourself a man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's poem. It's serious, little humor, but it's very, very serious all at the same time, because this is not a laughing matter. And it doesn't matter who's sitting in the White House, governor's house, mayor's house, U.S. Congress, all that good stuff, as that is becoming more and more irrelevant in regards to what you're going to do. And with it being Juneteenth and whatnot, I'm going to go live tomorrow. Hopefully you guys will join me, Larry's Anything Goes LLC, on YouTube and Facebook, and I'm going to do more of a deeper dive in my perspective, and hopefully people that join, I will be able to get their perspectives in regards to Juneteenth. But this has nothing to do with just being African-American and whatnot. This has everything to do with being a working person. I've had to tell a person, couple of weeks ago, he's in a situation where he has 3 kids. It's his wife, him and his wife now, and they've been battling debt for a long time. Of course, his wife does not want to get a job. It's their marriage. They do what they do. But I told him, and he's like, yeah, he wants to get a part-time job. Cool. I remember working 2 to 3 jobs when I did not have kids. I didn't have student loan debt. And people were looking at me like I was a crackhead and whatnot, because I was about putting money away. I didn't, the concept of having to be paycheck to paycheck was a never sexy idea to me. And I remember guys and females would look at me like, why are you working so hard when you don't have to always, like, because I was around people on my part-time jobs that had to work part-time jobs, work 2 to 3 jobs so they could support their family. That's what I was, that's what the kind of the men I was around, and sometimes women I was around. They had it because they had children. I was in my early 20s, and I just told them, look, I'm not, and at that time I wasn't going to college. I was like, I think I will later, which I did. But I'm like, right now I cared about saving money. That was my whole thing. I was working like life was, working like this, like there was a recession, even though there wasn't. And I worked like that well into when the recession first popped off and whatnot. And when the recession popped off, I had money in the bank. And even when I lost my job and whatnot, because when I got to a point where I didn't need to have 2 to 3 jobs and I lost my job, I had enough income to carry me for the next 2 to 3 years, saved up. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying as a working person, it worked out in my favor, because not only did I have that income, but then I was getting unemployment and whatnot. So I had opportunity to not only interview for jobs, but I wasn't hurting for money. And even though my mindset is I was worrying so much about, oh man, where's my next paycheck going to come from? Oh, these unemployment checks suck. My savings are starting to go down a little bit. But then it's like, in hindsight, when I think about it now, this was 10 years ago. When I think about it now, it's just like, man, I was actually more prepared than I actually thought I was. Because I didn't even know about investing back then. All I knew was about saving money, work hard, save money, work hard, save money. My only aspect of investing at the time was, what was it? Having a 401k, which was, mandatory for the jobs I had. And I was lucky to have that, because I know people that didn't and still don't. And opening up an IRA back in 2007, I was just getting the mindset of investing and whatnot, but I didn't fully understand investing. As far as I do today. I'm not a financial professional or anything, but I just know enough to get by. Let's put it like that. But anyways, at the moral of the story is I worked like a slave when I did not have to. And I give kudos to the immigrant groups that come to the United States that have the 15 to 20 people living up in a house and whatnot, because not only are they paying the bills, but they're putting themselves in a position where they can save money. They can take money out of that asset, buy more real estate, and open up family businesses and whatnot. Take equity lines of credit from those homes and those businesses, and keep the freaking merry-go-round going. Just because of the concept of not only family members doing the basic stuff of, raising a family and taking care of each other and paying bills, but the idea of family members working together and, and within 5 to 10 years, they're economically on top and whatnot. And that's one thing the Hispanic community has done a great job, and kudos to them, by utilizing that method in regards to, family and whatnot, and making business moves and making, money moves. Is there any perfect group of people on this planet? Absolutely not. But when I see, game recognized game, that's old school saying. And when I see people making money moves, my hat goes off to them, salute to them, straight up and down. So, but anyways, do the great thing for your things, family. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Don't forget to check out the online store. If you're a stock market investor, crypto investor, individual retirement account investor, think about signing up with Acorn Stash, Crypto.com, WEBULL, all that good stuff. You have the opportunity to make money when you sign up with those platforms. They're in the link descriptions. Thank you guys for the Venmo and the Cash Apps and the PayPal contributions are always greatly appreciated. And thank you for those who have been supporting my online store all at the same time. So on that note, family, as I always say, make money moves or you are going to die broke like a fool. It is what it is. Take care.